Dick, you had a question?
Yeah, I do on LOIs and PSAs.
Uh-huh.
There's in my thinking, it'd be better to have a purchase and sell agreement than an LOI. What's your thinking on that?
Depends on what state you're in. So one thing that I learned, since California is a licensed state, I prefer always to go to a purchase agreement on small deals because to me, an LOI is kind of a waste of time. If you're in a non-licensed state, you can't put together a purchase agreement because you're practicing law without a license. So you can't put together a binding purchase agreement. So you have to use an LOI. So it depends on what state you're doing business in and whether it's a licensed or non-licensed state.
Okay, that's good information. So, I mean, if you're using a form that CBA form, some form, you're not practicing law, are you?
I mean, it depends, and it depends on the state. But I like in Virginia, the statute is very clear in Virginia that you cannot put together binding agreements. An attorney has to do that. And I've talked to an attorney back in Virginia about that. He said, yeah, he said, you are okay with an LOI since it's got a thing in there that says it's non-binding. You would be okay. But, he said, yeah, you want to steer clear. The attorneys need to prepare the purchase agreements, even if they're forms. Now, that being said, you can give a form to a buyer and have the buyer fill it out himself. You just can't fill it out.
Got it. Got it. But that's in those states that,
Yeah.
and in Washington, like California, we have to be licensed
right
here.
So in a licensed state, if the deal is smaller, under a few million, and you're not dealing with private equity, then I would go straight to the purchase agreement.
That's our show. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Kevin?
We tried it the other way, and it not only was confusing, it was irritating to the seller.
Yeah.
He said, haven't we already agreed on this? No, that was just talk.
Yeah. In purchase agreement, you know what you have, where LOI, it's non-binding. So, well, like you said, some people are going to try and renegotiate, and then the seller feels like, hey, we already negotiated this. Why are we rehashing this?
Yeah, so, exactly. Makes them mad, to your point earlier about the price. Yeah. Makes them mad. Okay.